The mass man is one who embodies those characteristics of the masses which define the prevailing values, sentiment, and mindset of a given age. An otherwise hopelessly impoverished individual with no identity his own. A walking, talking slogan of the times. Seen objectively, the mass man is useful insofar as serving as a social metric or even as a case study. When he addresses you, he addresses everyone, for he has relinquished all that is individual in himself and no longer recognizes it in others. Upon closer examination, all of his opinions are fetishes. Like Andy Warhol's soup cans, they are designed to achieve maximum impact on face value, just as the crowd relies upon sheer force of numbers to deliver its message. It is a peculiarity of this half-baked personality that he thinks himself aware of the zeitgeist, and not infrequently believes himself to be a visionary. Yet, the mass man is the blindest of characters. His outlook is defined by and entirely restricted to all the air-grasping vagaries, foggy misrepresentations, skewed logic and values of the amorphous mass known as the public, which, in the words of Kierkegaard, add up to not one single individual. However, the mass man routinely inverts what is a monumental deficit of personal character into a societal strength. He is a kind of magnet, a point of gravitational force inversely proportioned to the needs of the uninitiated, who mistake Warhol's canned impact for great powers of observation, not infrequently attributing to him prophetic qualities. They do not see the terrible connotations and potential repercussions associated with this type of non-individual. For example, the inclination to groupthink, uniformity, totalitarian rule, all of which lend oxygen to psychic epidemics, the Jungian term for the most concentrated form of mass hysteria, which he classed as by far the worst thing that can befall humanity. Beware of those who seem to adapt so well to whatever the prevailing circumstances may be, for it more than likely is the case that they have no internal resources, no individual inclination from which to reflect upon in any given situation, and which, in turn, might otherwise hold them back. You've been listening to Benjamin Martin, and this is Ragtime.